Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today I bring you something different, no Inktober, no One Piece, I bring you something personal. I have been working with my brother and we published a children's book this last Halloween. I would like to show it to you a little bit and yeah, so explain more or less what we have been doing. My brother, this is a book written in Valencian Spanish, okay? It's called El Camí de la Estepa Blanca. This is kind of, Estepa is a type of plant that grows in specific places in Spain and is basically the way or the path of the Estepa, white Estepa, okay? And basically my brother put together different folklore stories from the Valencian area and in referring to this kind of witch that is our main character of the story called La Quarantamaula. And in some places they refer to this witch as being a witch, in other places being a rooster or a chicken, in other places being a black cat. So what he did is basically take all these stories and make one containing all of them, that in different towns, in different cities around the area, they could basically find it familiar, okay? So I've done the cover and there's like 13, 14, 16 more or less drawings inside. My brother has been, you know, moving it around to some schools, to some groups of you know, kids and families, because this has a proposal for study. So basically there are some activities that the kids can do before reading the book, during reading the book, and after reading the book. So what I did is basically the illustrations in a traditional way. I work in pen, the typical big boli, big that we call in Spain, boli big, that we know. It's a big pen, okay? So I would draw different types of witches, different types of backgrounds, so for each one of the illustrations that we decided to do, and I will send him which ones he preferred, and from there afterwards I would take nice pictures with the camera and move it into the computer, work in Photoshop a little bit to add the colors and some details, and the rest of the images inside that they are in black and white, add a little bit of shading. So here I played a little bit with different levels to kind of create this kind of city at the back with the smoke. This is like a smoky design for like mist, because this is all kind of a Halloween-y story based. So there are at the beginning, when you open the page, it's a double page of the herbs. These are the herbs that the witch in the story, the Quarantamaula, is trying to gather, because she has a problem, and the problem is that she lost her powers. So by gathering these type of herbs and mixing them doing this kind of magic, she's trying to regain the powers. So this is the beginning of the story, okay? And as you can see, it is very particular. There's different type of sizes. You will see as well different types of colors in the story, and basically this is for the activities I explained to you, and these kind of changes help the student to work the activities in the proposal, okay? So this is one of the drawings. It's like a mini map with sketches of the area that the witch is kind of moving around: Ontinyent, Bocairent, Serra de Mariola, Banyeres, Onil, Castalla, Tibi, Pantà de Tibi. This is like a lake in this town, and there we move into more details. There is 2 designs that I will show you in a second. This is the first one of this building. Is called a Kaba. Kaba is a building from a ancient time, very old construction that people would use to, when we didn't have fridge at home and freezer at home, it will gather the snow and the ice for the winter. They will drop it in here. This is very deep, and then they will have a kind of a natural fridge or freezer. They could grab whatever ice they needed from there and get it into the houses. Okay, there are 2 designs of this. I'm not going to show you all the text and explain you all the text, but basically there are 2 designs of this one and this one, and these are kind of places that the witch, the Quarantamaula, was using in the story to hide and to try to brew the potions. Okay, so then we go. There are some animals. There's a Voltor there. A Voltor is kind of giving her some. It's the figure of the person suggesting the Quarantamaula to, what about if you do this, what about if you do that. Okay, and this is one area called Poklar. Let me show you. Area called Poklar, where the witch is there in a silhouette trying to collect some water and everything. And as you can see as well, other type of design for the kind of magic words, the enchantment that she says to try. She's moving around these places and experimenting with these different herbs to see which one is going to give her the potion, the power back. Okay, this is basically herb, little herb, take the powers. There is or no reddish sky, and there again, herb, little herb, give me the powers. Is there or no rain or wind? And then she tries the first herb, that this is Kua the god, is cat's tail is called, and after trying this she's able to transform in a cat, but that is obviously not the final form, so she's slowly trying to find the perfect recipe. So there are this is kind of the story. Okay, so it's kind of, in some places they see her as a cat because she's testing this first part of the potion, and around that area she is able to be seen as a cat. Okay, so we continue with second herb as well, same type of words, different plant. This is chamomile plant, chamomile with the flowers and everything. And so basically the witch, the Quarantamaula, keeps traveling, keeps testing the potions, and at this on this kind of adventure of the witch, she is kidnapping the kids that they don't behave and using them for brewing the potion in a very big pot. Okay, so they are brewing the potion for her, trying all different things, and kind of there are these kind of scary stories that the parents will tell the kids, like, oh, behave, because if you don't behave, the witch, the Quarantamaula, will come and will take you, things like this, no? More herbs, that as she tries different types of potions, different types of mix, she's transforming in different types of animals or beings. This is a rotten snail that smells like hell. And then more herbs, more and more herbs, and there at some point the potion goes crazy and she starts transforming in a snail with cat tail, with cat ears, with chicken legs, and with had, doing all this mix with the witch, so she lost basically the control. And then here as well, finally she found one of the the last herb that she's gonna put in the mix, okay, to be able to recover the powers and And yeah, so here is the end of the story, okay, and we have a little shelf there with kind of a little bit of witchcraft and wizardry, like you will say in Harry Potter, a little bit of evil things, and the different types of herbs that she has been using, some eyeballs, eggs, and you know, there's a mouse in there in a jar, in a pot. There's some magic potions, spiders, and this whole story is kind of an explanation of a drink, a very famous drink around the area called herbero, and how the herbero it kind of makes you dizzy, the alcoholic drink, and is kind of a comparison with the witch, that the witch has been doing all these mixes, and all these herbs actually are the ones that in the area they will use to make this liquor, this drink, and yeah. So we have published this with Reclam Editorial. I'm gonna put the link, and I'm gonna put the info in the show more section at the very bottom of the video. You can have a look, and yeah, it's, as I said, it's only for the time being only in Valencian Spanish. Maybe at some point it goes as well into Spanish Castellano, and maybe even to English. This is only the first one of many stories that we want to do, and basically we started last year for Halloween, and maybe if we can do one per year or one every 2 years, something like that, it can be very interesting. And there are more stories, more little stories like this, maybe like you know, 20 pages, 15 pages, 17 pages, and yeah, so we are going to be exploring a little bit this children's book path, and let's see what we can do. Feel free to check the links, to drop your comments, to ask whatever you need to ask. We did as well, together with the book, a bunch of book yeah, when you're reading the book, book stopper, to don't miss the page, to don't lose the page, and yeah. So I will be more than happy to answer any question that you have or you want to say regarding, you know, the writing, the drawing, the process, and everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like it. Okay, this is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23. You can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.